Hey guys, welcome back to some more implicit differentiation. In this video, we're going to bring some trig into it and just remind yourself of what the derivatives are of the trig functions, and remind yourself that after you take the derivative, you must take the derivative of the angle. So let's begin with this problem here. The derivative of sine x, well, I shouldn't say that. The derivative of sine angle, which is x, sine angle is cosine angle times the derivative of the angle. The derivative of x is 1, okay? So I don't need to really put that there. Plus the derivative of cosine angle. Cosine starts with a c. The derivative of anything with a c is negative. The derivative of cosine angle is negative sine angle times the derivative of the angle. The derivative of y is 1 dy dx equals, the derivative of 1 is 0. I'm going to minus this to the other side. And I'm going to divide both sides by a negative, so that's a positive. And now I'm going to go dy dx is equal to cosine x over sine y, because I'm going to divide. You are not allowed to say this is cotangent. The angles are different. Had the angles been the same, then you could say cotangent angle, but these angles are different, so do not try to simplify it or reduce it or make it into a single trig. That's your answer and you're done. Next, the derivative of sine angle is cosine angle times the derivative of the angle, which is 5. The derivative of cosine angle is negative sine angle times the derivative of the angle. The derivative of 2y is 2 dy dx. Derivative of 1 is 0. And now this number and this number don't make 25x. It makes 5 cosine angle minus 2 sine angle dy dx equals 0. I'm going to keep this person on this side. I'm going to bring him to the other side. I'm going to have negative 2 sine angle equals negative 5 cosine 5x. I'm going to divide. Okay. And then that's your answer. Just negative. And remember again, cosine over sine is never cotangent unless the angles match perfectly. Take your time, watch the videos again and again. I believe I have one more, I think 2 more. The derivative of y, most students forget that it's really 1 dy dx. You guys have to be sure that this is an equal sign. It's powerful. You need to leave it there. You need something on the left side of the equal sign and something on the right side of the equal sign. The derivative of y is 1 dy dx. The derivative of sine angle is cosine angle times the derivative of the angle. Derivative of x times y, it's a product rule. So it's x dy dx plus y times 1, because we keep the first, okay? We keep the first, that's that person there, derivative of that, plus keep the second, plus the derivative, times the derivative of the first. So that's what we do here. Now you have to distribute. So this is going to be a tricky one. So we have 1 dy dx. I've got to change my, okay, 1 dy dx equals, I'm going to distribute this. So I'm going to have x cosine xy dy dx plus y cosine xy. I need my dy dx's on the same side, so I'm going to bring this over there, and I'm going to go 1 dy dx minus x cosine xy dy dx equals this guy right here. And then I'm going to factor out the dy dx, and I'm just going to divide, and I'm going to have dy dx is equal to y cosine xy divided by 1 minus x cosine xy. So take your time and be sure to leave a comment if you need help with this one. This one was a little tricky. The most important thing is this side right here needs to make sure that you take the derivative of it. Okay, so come back for some